Truck drivers and truckers, here are top 3 hidden violations that are suspending CDLs every single day. And here's the kicker. Most drivers don't even know that they're at risk. You can be perfect on your logs, clean on your equipment, and still lose your CDL tomorrow. I'm going to show you exactly these 3 things, how they happen, but how you can protect yourself as a driver. My name is Cole. I'm a state cop, and I drop videos every single week to help you as a driver stay in the know, stay compliant, get compliant, and most of all, stay rolling. Let's get into it. So these top 3 things I'm going to talk to you about today, they aren't the normal violations that you usually hear about. They aren't the brakes, they aren't the tires, and it's not the truck equipment per se. These violations suspend drivers quietly and in some cases instantly. Some truckers don't even know that these violations exist until it's too late and they're on the side of the road. Before we really jump into things, drop in the comments below what state you're tuning in from, and now let's dive into it. So last month, I actually spoke with a CDL driver of 18 years. He had a really solid record, no crashes, great inspections over that time, and he said he got a letter in the mail to go renew his med card. So he went to go renew his med card and then get everything sent over to the DMV and so forth. And the DMV actually downgraded his CDL to a regular license without properly notifying him or notifying him at all. Guess when he found out about this? 2 weeks later at a scale house when he was being inspected. He wasn't driving illegally on purpose. He just had zero clue that his state had automatically downgraded his CDL to a normal passenger vehicle license. And that's what makes these hidden or secret violations pretty dangerous. These are not bad driver violations. These are what I like to call system violations. And sometimes those are the worst ones. Stick with me to the end because violation number 3 is the one that I found many truckers have literally zero clue about. And it's also one of the fastest ways to lose your CDL over a violation that's not even a moving violation. Let's jump right into number 1. We're going to call this the medical card mismatch or expired med card. And that's going to be under FMCSA 49 CFR 383.71. So that first hidden violation out of the top 3 is just going to be med card problems. And this right here is like the number 1 silent crusher in the entire trucking industry. Here's what many drivers don't know about this. According to FMCSA rules under 49 CFR 383.71, every CDL holder must maintain an accurate and valid medical examiner certificate. States are required to automatically downgrade the CDL if the med card expires, the driver fails to submit a new one to the state, there's a mismatch in personal information, or if the state cannot verify the medical examiner in the FMCSA National Registry. This is not optional, this is not manual, this is pretty automated. Here's the problem though. If you have any med card issues or if your med card is expired, most states don't call you, most states won't email you, and some states don't even send a letter. Some states do in fact send letters, but sometimes they send it to the wrong address or it gets lost in the mail. I've actually seen CDL downgrades because the driver uploaded a completely clean med card, but the birth date was entered incorrectly, or the middle initial didn't match what was on the CDL, or simply the medical examiner straight up forgot to upload their side of documents to the FMCSA National Registry. Not the trucker's fault, I know, but many truckers out there should still just check up and make sure their CDL and med card is all good. Many drivers out here are getting downgraded for admin issues and not even health problems. Now, here are some symptoms that you need to look out for to know if you're at risk of being downgraded or if you possibly are already downgraded and you just don't know. If you got a recent medical exam and didn't get any confirmation at all, you might already be downgraded or it might not be logged in the system correctly. So you might want to check up on things. If your company said that they're going to submit everything, but they didn't, and then you didn't submit anything yourself, you could be in line to be downgraded or you might be downgraded already. Now again, I do know that right now a lot of states are on board with the fully auto electronic system where everything should be fine, but again, all states are not on board with this yet. To all my truckers watching this video, I urge you right after this video, either get an appointment at your DMV or go online and check the status of your med card and your CDL, just to make sure you're good. If you're learning anything of value so far, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button so that this video gets pushed out to way more truckers out there so that they can stay in the know and they won't have any issues with their med card or anything else. Let's continue. Hidden secret violation number 2 that downgrades truckers' CDLs is going to be failure to appear citations or unpaid tickets. So this one seems to shock drivers more than anything, but I have actually dealt with someone a couple weeks back where he didn't pay a couple of tickets in a whole other state. He thought he paid them, he sent the payment to the wrong place, payment never went through, and that DMV from that state that he got the tickets in suspended his license, so therefore he did not have his CDL and he was out of service on the side of the road. Here's some facts that can help to keep you safe. Under the driver license compact in various state laws, any of the following can suspend a CDL. Like we talked about earlier, failure to appear in court, unpaid speeding tickets, unresolved traffic citations from any state out there, and ignored notices in the mail. And believe it or not, this is not strictly FMCSA's doing. This comes down to the state, and it does hit CDL holders harder than non-commercial drivers. Here's just a quick and realistic reality check. You might have some citation or a court date in some other state from years ago that you forgot about or you never went to, and now years later they convert it to like a failure to appear and they report it, and now your CDL is suspended until you fix it. You see how that can become problematic for some people without them even knowing? This one hurts really bad because it suspends you fast, and companies check MVRs now constantly because of pressure from insurance companies. Real quick, comment down below if you've ever had number 2 happen to you, where you had old tickets, speeding tickets, or court dates pop up out of nowhere and it either suspended your CDL or it put you on high alert to get those things squared away. Let me know down below. All right, don't go anywhere just yet because we're heading up to number 3. This is the one so many CDL drivers have many questions about. Some of them don't even know about it, or some just don't really understand how it's broken down. But I'm here to explain it to you in the best way possible. Secret hidden violation number 3 that suspends CDLs is going to be wrong license class, endorsements, and or restrictions. And that's going to be under FMCSA 49 CFR 383 subpart F. Let's go. All right, so this third hidden violation is pretty much wrong driver's license class, wrong endorsements, if you have restrictions, and wrong interstate and intrastate status. Now, this one is sneaky and extremely dangerous for your CDL. Under 49 CFR 383 subpart F, a driver can be suspended or placed out of service for operating CMV with the wrong license class, without proper endorsements, so things like tankers, hazmat passengers, with an incorrect restriction, with wrong interstate intrastate designation, and with an unnoticed downgrade from the state. Here's the sneakiest part though. You can get suspended simply because your CDL class doesn't match the vehicle you're driving or the endorsement your company thinks you have. Many drivers out there discovered that their hazmat expired, their tanker endorsements weren't renewed, their interstate status was wrong, or their address mismatch triggered a license action. Just a quick story time example because you know we love those, and it really helps to put things into perspective. I saw a driver get put out of service on the side of the road because of a manual restriction on his license, meaning he was not allowed to operate manual trucks, manual transmission trucks. The truck had a manual transmission and the company somehow didn't know. That can be a career-ending mistake if you're not keeping up on checking your CDL. So make sure you know your restrictions if you have any. This is what I like to call a hidden threat because the driver doesn't feel it, there's no noise, maybe beside gears grinding. No, just kidding. There's no warning really, but the second we scan that license barcode, boom, all the restrictions pop up and we can see it right away. Now here's what to do if any of these happen to you. I'm gonna give you a straight up action plan so none of these things happen to you and your CDL will be as squared away as possible. Check your CDL license status every 60 days. This sounds like a lot. I promise you it's not a lot. It is quick and easy. Use state DMV portals, verify your med cert, and verify endorsement expirations. Number 2 is gonna be to pull your MVR every year or twice a year in some cases. And I'm not talking about your carriers, I'm talking about your personal MVR. Number 3 is gonna be to keep digital and physical copies of your med card. I know this is a big controversy right now because again, a lot of things should be automatic, but just to be safe, I tell drivers it doesn't hurt to have it digital or the actual paper copy. 4 is going to be to resolve any old tickets as quickly as you can. From whatever state or city it's in, call the court clerk and try to figure it out ASAP. Number 5, update your address within 30 days. All states require this. If you move somewhere new, get a new address, and you got an ID from that state, just update it so that your CDL address will be squared away as well. Number 6, verify your endorsements annually, especially hazmat and tanker. Let me know down below which one of these violations surprised you the most, or which one of these are super hidden that needs to be talked about more. Let me know down in the comments. My truckers out there, I say this all the time, but your CDL is your livelihood and it is your career. A small paperwork mistake should never be the reason a driver loses their job or gets put out of service. Again, if you got value today, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. I want to welcome you to the family. And as always, stay safe, keep rolling.